Toothworms and Spider Juice, read by Natalie Barton. Chapter 5, Apollonia, Patron Saint of Dentists. In the Middle Ages, it was common for people to die from dental infections. Since dentistry was still primitive and sanitary procedures were unknown, it was not only the tooth drawers who could cause life-threatening infections by using dirty hands in a person's mouth or botching a surgical procedure. During this time of dangerous dental treatments, people found themselves turning to Saint Apollonia for spiritual help in their time of suffering. She was revered as the patron saint of toothaches. Apollonia was canonized in AD 249, and her feast day is still honored every year on February 9. But who was Apollonia, and how did she become a saint? In the early days after Christ, the Church Fathers communicated by writing letters to each other. In one of these letters, written by Dionysius, Bishop of Alexandria, to Fabius, Bishop of Antioch, the story of Apollonia was told. Apollonia was born in Alexandria, Egypt, about 2 centuries after the death of Christ. She was the daughter of a prominent magistrate. Though neither of her parents was a Christian, Apollonia became a devout disciple of Christianity. She took to the streets of Alexandria and preached to crowds and gained many converts. During this time, the non-Christians in the Roman Empire were becoming fearful that the church was gaining too much power, so Christians began to be persecuted, and Apollonia was among them. One day, mobs grabbed Apollonia and knocked out all of her teeth, a common form of torture in Roman times. When they threatened to burn her alive if she didn't turn away from her faith and express belief in pagan things, she tore herself away from her captors and leapt into the flames. She died of her own free will, a martyr to her faith. While Apollonia was being burned, it was said that she called out to those who suffered from toothaches and promised them that if they appealed to her, she would relieve them from their pain. After Apollonia was canonized as a saint, many churches and cathedrals had her likeness made into sculptures, stained glass windows, and paintings. Even tooth drawers had an insignia of Saint Apollonia on their pointed hats. In all of this artwork, Saint Apollonia is shown holding a tooth with forceps. Some of the forceps look like the ones dentists use today. Others are much longer and resemble a blacksmith's tongs. Even though Dionysius, in his letter, described Apollonia as elderly, she has always been depicted as a young and beautiful woman.